Hey, I just realized it's 7-Eleven right now. How you doing? Welcome to Cooking with Corin. Welcome to my pad. And I'm just here in my new warm-up suit. And I feel cozy at home. And I didn't want to order out. And I didn't want to get fast food. I just wanted to do the delicious idea that I had when I was at the market yesterday, which is buy fresh basil. Looks like a hand. Oh my God. And I didn't have, okay, so this is perfectly fresh. I had fresh basil before. I actually ordered a plant and they delivered me, because I had it as an alternative, a thing of basil like this, but it wasn't even this nice. And it 2 days later, it went bad. So I was sitting on the couch just now and I'm like, you know what? This is healing, okay? You can fan yourself with basil and it'll literally, you'll breathe in that aromatherapy. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining Cooking with Corin. And I'm going to check to see if I'm not making everything from scratch. I'm just getting creative. So I wanted to see, I always have tomato cans at hand. It rhymes. And I always also keep, and here it is, a jar of some kind of sauce. And I usually get just really plain ones. That way I could add my own. So we shall begin. This is my little, I like cooking with this knife a lot. And I really never get the cutting board that much, but it's dangerous not to. So I'll do the right thing. Let's get the olive oil. So I just coat wherever I'm going to be putting the sauce, which is the smaller one, because I'll be making spaghetti in here. And actually, let's get that water boiling. See, I'm a multitasker, and I will... Okay. I will do things, I'm very organized, and I will do things systematically. And I use purified water to boil my pasta. I will do things ahead of time to save myself time later. Great. And now we'll turn this fire on. Great. And we're cooking with gas over here, just so you know. All right. So now we want some olive oil. Oh, and I have to put this on the list because this is getting low. I did buy the vegetable oil. How are you guys? Thanks for watching. So I like to coat my pan, or in this case, it's a sauce boiler, right? But I don't want to use a pan today for the sauce. I want to make it in here. So I just get like a Kleenex or something and I just rub that in. Great. I rub that in. That way the sauce doesn't stick to the pot. So put that back on the fire, and that's like more like a simmer to medium fire. And now I've got the water boiling and I'm gonna go ahead and shake this sauce up. So this is a really good sauce. It's pretty generic, but it has great, this one has Romano in it. So I'm like, okay, I know, full of chemicals, but better than, hold on. I got this. Better than having to do it from scratch, you know, the whole entire sauce. Especially when, here. There. You know how you gotta like let that little bit of air out? Thanks for watching, guys. So there you go. And pour it into the olive oil pot. Great. Looking good. Looking good. Great. So we have our boiling water there, and we're going to pick our pasta. And I do have spaghetti. That should be enough. I save this, and sometimes I just tape it, you know. Like this one is half used. It looks like I taped it. Hey guys. So this is also a really good generic. When I say generic, I don't want to mention any brands, but it's actually a really good supermarket brand. And I'm not going to drop this pasta in until the water boils, just so you know. But here it is. Great. And now I'm going to start cutting up my extras, you know. The spaghetti's rolling off the thing. Hi guys, I love you and I miss you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. So we have a nice tomato, and I just used it in yesterday's salad, so I don't need to like take anything off the top at all. Like sometimes if it's been sitting, I could do it a little. Here, I like to shave it. Okay. Okay. So that's what I do when vegetables have been sitting. I shave off the top because sometimes it gets like a little rot from the air, and then definitely cut out that. So I just add sometimes, I have another tomato in there, but I want to save that for a salad if I do have one. But here, I'll cut this up into the sauce, just in little cubes. I use more sometimes. That's why I'm like, but it's still a little cut up tomato. It changes the texture of the sauce. It becomes more authentic, you know, because you actually, you get to taste, you feel the texture of the tomato, you know, and it adds the lipids, right? Lipids. Did I say lipins? Like a live-in. So it adds the nutrients to the sauce. And so let me back this up so you can see what the heck I'm doing over here. Thank you. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I just want to whip this up, you know. I'm kind of like talking, hosting, but also completely enveloped in the flavor that I'm creating. And so we have these onions, and anything that's skinny, take it off because it'll end up like in your mouth and you're trying to get it out while you're eating. So just go ahead and cut those onions up to where you don't even really know they're there, you know. You don't want big onions at this. Sometimes I do. It just depends on my mood. I think I used to use really big onions and really big garlic because I was just in a rush. I didn't want to, here, there's a skin. I didn't want to take the time to cut it into little tiny ones, but now I do because I want to make sure that there's no big chunks of onion in the sauce. All right. Okay. So what else? Now we have that, and I didn't get the garlic. So let me get the garlic, and I have fresh garlic. How's that boiling water doing? It could use a little more water. That way I won't have to put more later. And then this could use a nice stir. This could use lowering the sauce. It could use a simmer. Good. See, it's not sticking. It has that oil, that olive oil that I put there. Great. Okay, so we have our garlic, and let me show you a really cool way when I'm not in the mood to wrestle a garlic. So I just peel back most of it, right? Like right now I had a manicure, so I'm like, it hurts. Like sometimes your fingers get sensitive from a manicure. So I'm not really ripping it open like I wanted to. Okay. I'll get it. Okay. See, I don't even want to put my finger in there because that's going to smell like garlic. I'm not in the mood for that today. So there, I'll pluck it off. So you got two really nice big pieces. It's perfect. There's one for each of us, right? Because there's two people eating, me and my mama, and it's going to be a celebration, right? Why not? Celebrate life. There's a lot of good things happening. And so I'll just cut the hard part off, the edge, and then I'll take my knife and like pull the skin back with it. See that? And then I'm able to just grab it at the bottom and twist. And that one didn't work as planned, but it's pretty good. And so if that doesn't work, then I'll make sure that my cutting board is all the way on the counter, because I'm about to go like this, and if it's not, it's going to end up in my face. So you want to just take your knife and point it away from you, obviously, the sharp part, and just take your hand and give it a little, there you go. And now the whole thing opens right up. Voila. This one's a little stubborn. There it is. So let's do the other one. I'll show you again. I just take my knife and just give it, like, I go halfway and then I twist back the peel, and now I've exposed it, right? And now I usually am able to, but because of the pedicure, I'm being a little extra careful. I don't want garlic under my nails. So I'm gonna smack this one, bam, 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 and voila. Oop. Okay, this one's stubborn. This one's gonna get, I refuse to get the garlic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut those up. And I want them to be smaller, like the onion. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut those again. I want them to be tiny today, to where you can taste them but not even really see them. Maybe they'll even slightly melt into the sauce. Great. And again, one more. Okay, great. So we shall put all of this, and also let's just add the salt and pepper too. Actually, right now I want to actually rinse my hands because it's sticky from the garlic. So I want to rinse my hands, and that's what I shall do. And I'm right here, and I'll be right there. There we go. See, that was painless. I'm back already. All right, here we go. Great. Don't worry, I'll get that stuff in there. No, Mom, I'm doing the video, but I am talking to you too. Okay. See, my mom said hi, you guys, see? She misses you too, and here we are. We're cooking dinner together. It's very nice. I love you guys, and I miss you, and I appreciate you. And thank you for your patience. Thanks for doing stretchercise when I'm not there, and then checking out my videos and learning how to relax your body and stuff. Thanks for that. Thanks for hanging out while I'm cooking. I don't profess to be a master chef, but I can tell you that I have very healthy eating habits, and I like to share those because I know that a healthy diet is the way that you consume your food has a lot to do with the outcome of your health. So I'm really happy to be able to, hold on, let me get that. It's a piece of spaghetti. To share these moments and this fresh, therapeutic, organic basil. You can't believe how good it smells. This inspired me to make a spaghetti, but I've been wanting to for a while. So this water is pretty much boiled to the point where I don't mind putting this in there now. It's just that I'm gonna have to use one of these. Hey, thank you for the stars, Karen. How are you? Mwah, big hug. So I use one of these for the water. Thanks, Karen. What are you up to, hon? Okay. And that way I can move the spaghetti around a little bit and I won't burn it on the side of the pot. And then let's check out this sauce again. So now we're gonna mix it all together. See, now that needs water. Okay, and the reason is because this pasta is going to be, it's gonna take longer than that, okay? So I need water to be able to simmer this properly. And you probably say, well, that's a lot or whatever. But by the end of the time that spaghetti's ready, this pasta will be the perfect texture. It won't be too watery because the water boils out, right? The water boils out, so we'll be fine. And that way it could simmer properly. So let's get that simmering, and let's even cover it. Let's cover it. And then I like to leave a little more air than the hole provides. I want a little more air like that. Now back to this. We don't want this to be burned. And we will move it around. Sometimes I actually pick these up and flip them over, but I'm not even going to try that. I'm just going to stand here until the water boils, and then, or maybe even go sit down and then have it, you know, pushed. Like, I probably just stay here though, because I don't want it to burn. So I got to keep moving it around, because it only takes like literally 60 seconds. You know what I mean? She's the cutest mother. Oh, Tim Holmes, I'm here because of the Corin cooking. It's 11 a.m. here in New York. No, how could it be 11 a.m. in New York? You're only 3 hours ahead, and it's 7:27 here in the West Coast. That's confusing. Okay, Tim, you're confusing me. Please clarify. Thank you. If you will, please. Thank you. Because I know that New York is 3 hours ahead. So I am live right now. I know that much. And I also know that it's only 7:28 California time. So there you have it. Oh, you thought it was 11:30? Thank you for your compliment. There we go, Patrick, that's more like it. It's 10:28 in Canada. In the morning though, right? Charlene, 10:28 Eastern time. Yep, just like I thought. Thank you. Thanks for cluing me in there, Charlene. And Karen, 10:28 in Cincinnati. So I know that that is tonight. But the one from Canada, I was wondering at night or in the morning, because like London is ahead of us and some places are behind us. Hey guys, Pamela, 10:28 in Florida. Woo! Let's all celebrate the time, shall we? Let's make sure nothing's burning too. It's like, what time is it? Time to check the pasta. Okay, we'll push that down. Anybody else care to share what time it is there? Because thank you, Patrick. Oh, thanks. I got this new warm-up suit. It looks kind of grunge. And they have the shirt there too. And so I'm like, this beanie is kind of silky and beautiful. It's thin. I've learned that I want to get thinner. Oh my God, it's so cool we got to this, because I was just telling my mom, I need to educate people on what kind of hats to wear, because sometimes when I'm wearing a really thick hat, a thick beanie, it makes me feel ill, like I'm worn down. For instance, yesterday, I have this new gray hat to match my new gray SUV. It's silver, actually. This is silver, so this is gonna be nicer, but I have a cap, a baseball cap. It's really nice. But I went, okay, so when I got my pedicure, oh, now I gotta show you. Okay, pedicures and spaghetti. I'm gonna change the title of this. Or actually, you only give it a description when you start, but you give it a name when you go back. Yeah, so there we go. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, this hat's too heavy, so I took it off. But then I went shopping spontaneously at the market, and I left the hat on, and I felt like shiznit, okay? After this long haul at the market, I was like, I took this off. Here, let me just show you. I don't want to show, actually, and this hat's pretty light, to be honest. I don't want to show you the label, because I'm not allowed, but because then they're gonna think like I'm selling this label. But no, I just want, and it's actually a really nice hat, and it's, you see how beautiful it is? So yeah, what's up? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share that, you know, choose your hats wisely, especially if you're going to be wearing them all day. It really does affect your health. So now we're going to get to the highlight here. I want to rinse this basil. Oops, one leaf fell. This leaf looks kind of burnt. Just put it there for now. Well, it's all getting washed. So I wash it with the purified water, okay? So I wash it with purified water. Not always. I wash my vegetables sometimes with purified water. Okay. And just because, well, there's bacteria in the water, right? So, you know, this has been ionized or whatever, that's purified and all that. And so I just, like, I rinse the pasta with purified water. So just so you know, I'll be rinsing the pasta with purified water, even if I don't last that long, because it's not easy to talk while you're cooking. Like, the first time I tried it, I was like, oh my God, it's like totally multitasking, you know? I'm like sharing my cooking shenanigans and you're listening, and I'm cooking at the same time though. Like, think about that. Like, especially since none of this was planned except the basil. So the spaghetti's almost in the water and it burnt a little bit right there. I'm actually going to take that out because I don't want to actually, I don't want to put that in the, there. All right. Now we're going to add the sauce, well, the basil into the sauce. And right now I'm just cutting the long stems because you want some stems. And then, so right now I'm going to think about, so sometimes I make basil like really long pieces and that's actually really good. But I think today I'm going to chop it because that's a style that we went with. Everything got chopped. Anything brown gets thrown out. So I just got rid of a piece that was brown over here. This is reminding me of, you know, that dish pho or pho, because there's two ways to say it according to Google. And because I Googled it once, I wanted to know what's the correct pronunciation of that Vietnamese soup dish, you know? And I do believe, because I read the ingredients once, that they do put basil in there, but they also put this other herb. Well, anyway, but back to the pasta. But yeah, this is smelling, it's giving me pho vibes. Ooh, does that smell? So yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder, because there's another herb they put in there and it's green. If anyone knows, let me know. But I'll end up Googling it again, like before I fall asleep tonight, because that's how I am. Inquisitive minds want to know. Okay. So we have beautiful basil, and we're gonna plop that in. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna put that there for a second. Let's see. And I'm just gonna put that in there. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to show you the sauce. And I'm going to add the salt and pepper right now. Whew. Whew. Just what the therapist ordered, right? The food therapist. So here's salt that contains the natural iodide, whatever they call it, iodine. That natural iodide, that's it, yeah, the natural ingredient. And now, actually I want cracked pepper. Just enough to where each serving gets like 3 pieces of cracked pepper. Now mix the spaghetti. And now mix the sauce. And let it simmer a little less now. Okay. Mom, are you sure you don't want mushrooms? Mom? Mama? Yeah. You want mushrooms in it? No, I want honey. You want mushrooms in the sauce? I don't care if you do. Let's look at the mushrooms, okay? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna see if Mom's okay.